is April 13th, 2026. I told you yesterday, in Magnolia at the gas station. I was in there several times. They were cement. They said what she didn't know, it was that agent over her case, and it was attorney that office that was doing all this to her and harming her. It was them in that courthouse. Saying how he was helping them instead of her. And nobody thought that was funny. It's actually a federal crime. If an attorney helps, if an agent helps an opposing attorney that is harming someone and helps them steal the case's money for them, Agent John, I hope you like federal prison, because there's actually wrote up what you get sentenced for. You can never be helping them. See, like they said in the beginning of the case, you knew better to touch my case. It was a conflict of interest. You were friends with that guy, and that guy's family had been showing up saying how they called you. I told you right before the case started, when you showed up and told Apostolic Church of Barberton before you talked to me. That short blonde hair girl with the waves, she's not real pretty, just showed up. How they called someone they knew that would take care of this and make sure that they got away with it. And he'd handle it for them personally. Where they said they called you, explained, Michelle, you set me up, and you stole all the money. You were paying off their drug debt for them. And you guys were friends. They break through the case. She was bragging how you guys were friends up before the case started, and that you were helping them. The Apostolic Church of Barberton. And let's see, and like the investigator said, you knew better than to pick up my case. You knew better. Conflict of interest. You can't do anything for close friends or family. You knew better. And then that was a dumb mistake. Dumb. People were calling you a fool and an idiot. You know, even the people that did this, even Lighthouse, called you a fool. That they fooled you with the stenotapes before mocked you. Or if you confession and photoshopping and washing, you're kidding. You fell for that and you're fed. Seriously. But you being in that courthouse, saying that you're with opposing people that were harming me, and you were helping them, is a federal crime. And you're helping them steal government money. It starts off at like 7 to 10 years and then goes up to life in federal. And it is their sworn duty to arrest you for the confession of your crimes. And that was a dumb mistake, being in that courthouse. Like people said, it better not have been that idiot down there. And like some other guy said, him, and then what they said, it was you on April 10th, 26. April 10th, 26. VA, Y Street, breaking how you even said, now you have to be lying, because even people said if that fool would have called the Department of Justice and said he was giving out the case's money to everyone to teach her for tape a weird with yourself, they'd arrest that fool so quick it ain't funny. He's lying. Well, they are, where they already in 23, they said that they were passing out money. They were giving all kinds of people money. And for helping out, they were buying them cars, buying them TVs, giving them thousands of dollars. Well, people got to talking. Nobody got anything. Not a damn dime. You know who laughed? Who got it? Agent John's girlfriend. That attorney, his daughter Michelle, they're drug dealers they owed money to. And they've been spreading it with their family. That's it. So when I act like a fool, who actually got the money? They did. They kept it for themselves. December 2nd, 22, Burlington Coat Factory. I take that back. December 2nd, 22. December. Alliance and Wendy's. Is that the one that church tried to have killed? Yes. Heard she didn't get any money on it. No. It's the one guy from the case who stole every dime since the first day. January, March of 19, they called you a paid off dirty agent. You took a payoff. See, that's where they told the courthouse. People went down, and I appreciate you doing that. Where they're sending out videos of him bullying me because he's too stupid to realize it's a crime. He's so proud of it. Him and his attorney friend stealing in front of everybody. Like Sheriff David Mike DeWine's cousin, he's so arrogant when it comes to you, Karen. He's not even afraid of the police. Well, there comes a point in time they're going to get him for 100 years. Where, like those guys in Bell's store, do you realize how awful it was for her? These people, she's reporting it. These people are breaking that agent and that guy doing it to her in it together. He's stealing, paying off their drug debt. They're stealing for them. They're stealing her cases, money, and they're letting her get hurt. Nobody's helping her because other police departments and other agencies, when the drug dealers are showing up, they're grabbing them. And the other ones are just sitting there laughing. They stole her money. Do you realize how horrible that was for her? But they got a lot of drug dealers. You know what's even worse? Because the way the guy did this, it was fraud. Conflict of interest. And there's a good chance every drug dealer will get released, and there's nothing I can do about it. There's nothing I can do. If the FBI don't stand up for the case, arrest Agent John, we're sorry for the way he acted, of course it's legit, that I can't make him do what's right. But there's laws that stop this and stop people from getting arrested on fraud schemes and scams. And their agents can't scam people either. And so if they get released, there's nothing I can do. Or they already break, they're going to get them released. They probably will. And I pray for society. I prayed for Agent John. See, that's where people said we listened, that she was praying for him. And he's bragging how he's going to do all this stuff to her. He can't do shit to me. I mean, that fucking retard in there. You know what, Agent John? You need to show up. You need to fucking show up. If I'm with Carl, we've never sat and talked in person. Only on the phone. You need to show up. If I'm with Carl, I have him go sit somewhere else because you don't need to scare my husband to death anymore. You don't need to be scaring 80-year-olds and you and your pathetic attorney friend thinking that you can just rob 80-year-olds. They can just steal from 80-year-olds. You're a pathetic piece of shit. And terrorize them till they lose their mind. Because you want to steal from their land. And like they said, that agent and his attorney friend are stealing from everybody now. Oh, and by the way, where the first of the case, there was an Indian couple. I mean, let me start this over. First of the case, by January 19, an elderly Indian guy showed up when I got my stomach scope. That's my beautiful princess, my beautiful, beautiful princess. Don't you tell those people not to let anything happen to her. Then they act like he bought me. Then 3 Indian guys showed up, and you tell that it was grandfather, son, grandson. They're all way above 20, 30 years old, 50, 70, okay? And they acted like they were doctors. The youngest name was Henry. Never talked to him in person. He's a real Fruit Loop. He said to talk to me would make his head hurt. And I had too low of an IQ, and he wouldn't even want to ever speak to me in person. Faggot. No, I'm not insulting gay people at all. Just gotta think of a mean enough name to call him. It would hurt his head. And then he told people how it was dirty, I wasn't good enough or anything. You ever notice these people that subhumanize you? Subhumanize you. Subhumanize you. So they can hurt you because you're not good enough for your clothes. You're not good enough for your job. You're not good enough to breathe air. You're not good enough for this. Well, bitch, you ain't supposed to be in my country. You ain't good enough to be on in my country. You need to get the fuck out of my country, and I'm going to be telling ICE about you. You don't belong in the United States of America. See, that's where you don't think us U.S. citizens are good enough to have our cars, our land, our money. You need to steal from us, right, bitch? Huh? Where that stupid Indian guy walked by me today, followed me again. Another one, that fucking retarded family. We didn't want someone like her getting that land and her getting anything. I don't know these people, and you need to I'm calling ICE. I'm going to go online tonight, and I'm going to report you. There's a real FBI case with real surveillance, and there's an Indian family that is part of the human traffickers. They are still following me, and the more likely they're illegal immigrants, because they still have an accent. And they're part of terrorizing and stealing from the government and killing and selling U.S. citizens, the women and children. And they're part of trying to rob the United States government. You want to play with me, bitch? See, that's where me and Agent John, we've never met in person. You showing up and saying that, and you know my husband's been terrorized. And I won't just leave him there to sit there and cry. Because, like they said, these people had him scared so bad that he's lost his mind. He's to the point, he was terrorized to the point he starts screaming. He's finally slowly getting better. See, that's one of the things the guy said, that where they were running, the guy doing this is running a social experiment, the doctor that's doing it. That if he kills people in front of people, if they'll go along with it. If he kills people in front of people, people go along with it. He's running a social experiment. He used experimental drugs when they were drugging the hell out of me and raping me. See, I haven't figured out why you fucking ass people are even messing with me 7 years later. Why are you messing with me? Why are you fucking messing with me? It's been fucking 7 years. Thousands of people have died. Thousands. Children were taken, they only got a handful back. A couple hundred. They're dead. Why are you fucking messing with me? Oh, and that Indian family, I will put a nice little thing into ICE. And they are not afraid of Agent John. That they all know is stealing from the government. And he's under investigation. When they get around to getting him, he's going to have 100 years. Because everybody was saying it was an act. And him out telling flat out everybody he's in it with the people and he's stealing from the government. He's passing out government money. Do you know what it says right on there? If an FBI agent passes out money from a case just to anyone that belonged to an informant, it's 20 years. See, there's real laws that stop Agent John from thinking that he's got over this earth and he can just kill, destroy, and rob him and his attorney friend. They can't do any of this. That's where the investigator said, do you realize how not funny this is? People have died. See, that's where they were talking. People died around her. And she's pleading for help. The other law enforcement are grabbing the drug dealers showing up. And him and his friend are sitting there laughing that they stole her money and letting her get hurt. Oh, and that bitch sitting in the VA, Agent John, that's supposed to be you saying, oh, she was weird with herself. You know, they already admitted years ago. They photoshopped that. January 19, there was a feminine wiping by the toilet, and they photoshopped all the lies in 18. And it was done by 2 guys Dave hired on his own. Only 2 men he'd hired on his own. Wasn't the police department. It was 2 men he hired. Officer Mark called it the cartel. That's why he was being drugged, being raped. Hypnotic drugs and told to say stuff. And like they said, where Lighthouse made fun of you that you fell for it, June 7th, 23, that it was only a stunt. You gotta be kidding me. That FBI agent actually fell for that. Roofie confessions and photoshopping and washing, basically. And you're a federal police officer and you fell for that? Where I was always told no police would ever fall for that. Called you a fool. Last year, the cartel, as if you didn't know they used hypnotic drugs when they drugged her and told her to say it before. We're telling people you know is being drugged, being raped before the case started. Oh. Before the case started. And they called you a coward for letting them torture me. You let people be tortured? Somebody photoshops washing the shower, and you do realize July 24th, 25, they did a body ratio. It wasn't even me. Nobody knew about it. Oh, where she was weird with herself in front of a bunch of kids. That never happened. My God. Never happened. Never, ever. Ever. It's supposed to be a shower scene of washing yourself in another room in their personal stocking tapes. And then stab me with hypnotic drugs and drug me up and tell me to say stuff and have me beaten, raped under and cause a sleepwalking and mental taste in your mouth. And just think that heavyset Michelle. Oh, is that your girlfriend? Or is that Henry Morpheus? Because she confessed Memorial Day weekend of 21. They drugged me and told me to say it before. She even confessed. You do realize Officer Mark already documented and verified I was framed before. It was a drug cartel in my home before. They seen them. I've never been questioned of wrongdoing. Never had these people in my home. They can't just break in and set up line cameras. Like Officer Reinhardt said, even the FBI go to jail for being in your home before. You have to have a court order, sweetie, not special permission. And Dave hired him on his own to run this scam, thinking you were a fucking stupid retard. Where they have made you fun of you for being so dumb. Calling you an idiot, calling you stupid, calling you a fool, calling you a coward. The people you're supporting. Agent John, I've spent time and months praying for you. I used to get on my hands and knees and I'd pray tears for God to help you do what's right. And never let my heart become hard and evil as the people that hurt me. And for God to protect my heart from the evilness that was happening. So I wouldn't become evil like them. But the guy doing this is supposed to be some kind of psychopathic doctor that thinks that he can kill people in front of other people and that other people help out. He's running a social experiment. He's using his experimental drugs on people. All kinds of crazy crap. It's not my doctor. They already verified that. March 27th, 25, April 17th, 25, April 24th, 25, April 19th, 25, May 26th, 25, May 30th, 25, September 30th, 25, December 1st, 25. Not my doctor. None of my doctors could be with them. See, I don't understand. Why are you playing with my doctors now? See, Officer Mark and the FBI were already there the first month of the case in 18. So why would they be with that bitch nurse sitting there laughing? Oh, the FBI was in here laughing at her that there was drug dealers around. They were around making fun of her because there wasn't any. Really? Faith Healing Church, there's 3,000. Oh. And they were the ones hurting me forward. Well, how do you think I knew about Judge Peters in Florida in 18 and 19? The one that got arrested in 22. That I told my boss about 19 or 20 when I met him. Oh. Or the Kingsman from Texas. How do you think I knew about the King from Texas in 18? Huh? The Buffalo, New York thing. Because I was left in the middle of them. So who was in there trying to get my medical records last couple of months? And see, that's where the guy said, you know why she hates her doctor so bad? He don't give a damn about her. They've been in there badmouth her. By federal law, he was to kick him out. It's called HIPAA. I will be reporting them. They don't deserve to have a medical license. They need at least fired. That nurse, especially for those comments, her mocking me. Because why would they want my medical records when the FBI's already got them at 18? And it's 7 years later where they said they were trying to trick somebody into getting my medical records. That means you gave it to a bunch of drug dealers, you idiot bitches. Yeah, I'm calling the medical board on them. I'm going to be doing online things, and I will be reporting them. They can't be trusted with people's medical care. Oh, and when my doctor walked out, got on the phone and was talking about some idiot watching me. I told you, they talked about those 3 doctors, the Indian doctors, and that were supposed to be related to that old guy that mobbed me. My God, I don't even know these people. And that guy saying how he liked to watch me, he knew it, and some guy's stalking me and start calling the police. Oh, I think it's funny, thinks she's yelling at drug dealers. Oh, I was yelling at drug dealers. See, that's where people showed up on Saturday. She actually was yelling at drug dealers. She thought she was yelling at drug dealers and she was yelling at us. No, I was, like they said, they laughed. They said she actually was yelling at drug dealers. And see, that's where that guy with the black eyes looking at me. I've seen that look before. It looks like death. He said, I'm going to tell everyone in the cartel to leave her alone. I don't even think those drug dealers helping her ex-husband was funny. Like one of the Kingsmen. He was mad. Get an idea. You tell everyone in the cartel never to say a word to her in her life again. I don't find one of this funny. Oh. Thank you. So where the idiot doctors in, they were laughing at her because said she had drug dealers around. Go to Faith Family Church, bitch. They'll tell you the Florida drug cartel was around there laughing at me, how they were hurting me and hurting me before and selling videos of me being tortured. You think it's fucking funny? Better get some IQ for you open your fucking mouth. See, I'm tired of this. And then that agent, they said it was actually him in that VA. Because see, people were saying it better not be him. Then other people saying, oh my God, it was him. Saying that he's the one passing out all the cases' money. Oh, honey, Agent Sweetie John. It's like Henry Moffey. Thank you for your confession. You didn't understand what you said to me on the phone, did you? You didn't understand. I meant to know wrongdoing. And I'll take care of everything at the end. You're not supposed to sit there and confess to crimes, honey. Under police surveillance with a court order. You need to keep your mouth shut. Thank you for your confession. government to know we're doing. See? I may get mad. I may swear on these things. But you need to realize these idiots. My house manager, Melissa, her niece is dead. My other co-worker I used to work with, Lori, they dismembered her family member into fucking pieces. And that's how they murdered her. Do you know how many thousands of children were taken? They found 45 in Akron. They still had. I kept reporting that. I seen them. So you know what, Agent John? Did you help kidnap those little kids? Did you help murder any of them with you and your attorney friend? Because his daughter, Michelle, already confessed. My God, what did they confess? They were human trafficking people. You kill other little children, sell women and children with them to make money. You're already bragging you're extorting money from the government and turning people back over to being harmed. You're committing 100 years in federal prison where it was supposed to be in that because it's so crazy, it's insane that anybody would even dare do one of these crimes in front of people. It's like Twilight Zones. That's where I was always told it was an act, and I prayed and prayed for you. And that you would do what's right in the end. But you know what? There's a line of good and evil. A line you never cross. For the day you cross it, it's hard to go back. And then you get stuck on the other side, and it consumes you till it kills you. And it destroys you. That's why you don't cross that line in between good and evil. You don't cross it. I pray for you, Agent John. But if somebody needs to arrest your dangerous dumbass if that's you. If that's honestly you and it's not some cartel guy impersonating you, someone needs to arrest you because you are crazy and dangerous, and society is in danger every day that you're out. Letting people be human trafficked, be raped, stealing from the government, selling technology to the cartel. Have you lost your fucking mind? And I'll tell you what, Indian family, showing up, you don't want somebody like me to get anything? Well, I don't want somebody like you in my country. You are probably an illegal immigrant that you didn't even have the right to be in my country. You hear me? You think you can come in our country? And I'm not one bit racist. But when it comes to your family, you have no right in my country. You have no right selling any of us U.S. citizens, taking our money, our land, our houses, our jewelry, and think you're better than us. And you can kill, drug, rape, sell our women and children so that you can put it in the thing because you're so much more godlike than us. You need out of our country because we don't allow terrorists like you in our country to kill us. I will be letting ICE know about you. Oh, they already know about my case.